I would like to take this opportunity to introduce myself and my new book, Death by Natural Causes, or Premeditated Murder. My name is Daniel P. Warren, aka Dr. Kiss as some of you know me. I was given this tag many years ago due to my ability to resolve complex issues by the application of the KISS principle in critical reasoning. The book, in this video, is about diseases, the causes and the solutions. It has all the substantiating evidence, and it has been reviewed by numerous medical professions and has gained their stamps of approval. Anyway, that said, here are some of the facts. But before we get in too far, for legal reasons, it must be stated, regardless of the facts or the truth, this information is my opinion only. Our minds and our brains are drowning in complexity and misinformation overload, and none of us have the time to sort out the facts from the crap. Like a computer, the results of this complexity and misinformation has on our brains and our minds creates error in thinking, and the stress affects critical reasoning thinking processes. This video is about shining the light on the facts and the lies involved within our health industries, governments and diseases in general. Some people cannot or will not see the facts, and as such will continue to play the test subject. There is none so blind as those who will not see. Why is it that a scientist cannot agree with the facts or evidence? Simple equations like 1 + 1 = 2 seem to be beyond them. Could it be their employment that dictates their findings? This information is about helping you to break the chains that condemn you to a life of misery and pain. Death is not required to escape the clutches. Humanity has always been the test subject for consumerism, and the health industry is a very big money proposition indeed. Experts classify chlorine as the greatest time bomb in the modern world, for ample reason. The real difference is in the most precious of all life-sustaining elements, water. It's obvious, a blind man can see it. Look at your garden and compare it between rainwater and tap water. What is chlorine anyway? It is one of the most toxic chemicals known to man. Its sole purpose is to kill living organisms, life, us. And they use it to treat the water that we drink that gives us existence. And health organisations and our governments tell us it is good for us to drink. Illogically, they do have a point. The danger to our health is actually 50 to 100 times greater when we shower or bathe in it. We are all prisoners of the powers that be, but we can escape a life of ill health, disease and death before our allotted time. We are being murdered. There is nothing natural about the deceased race. Humanity has no dollar value. And we are being manipulated into an expensive early grave. The evidence is clear. The pharmaceutical industry and governments say money is more important than our lives. Talk about environmental terrorism. We are the victims of our own elected leaders. With modern technology and intelligence, why do we still use caveman tools? We poison our every critical life need. And for what? So some billionaire can make more money? Chlorine, the greatest killer in human history, and it's inflicted upon us by those we trust the most. Women around the world are dying from breast cancer, and the links to chlorine are well established. Increases in miscarriage and stillbirths also linked to chlorine. Birth defects around the world are increasing at alarming rates. And yes, chlorine has been recorded as a major factor. The instances of asthma has risen over 400% in the last few decades alone. To be safe in your own home, You need to be wearing breathing apparatus. But realistically, the pool is a safer environment than our homes. In fact, it's 75% safer due to the chlorine gas and vapour being moved by the atmosphere. These statistics are from Australia, but they are applicable to the world at large. In 2007, approximately 40,000 people died from cancer. 46,000 died in 2009 from heart disease. 11,500 died from respiratory disease in 2009. All of these diseases are directly linked to chlorine byproducts. Australia is drowning in its own tears. I ponder those in other countries. What are their thoughts and actions going to be? And they learn their children are being murdered. The EPA in America have a fear of death from using untreated water. Seems strange when the rates are so much higher from drinking chlorine treated water. It is statistically far safer to drink untreated water straight from a well or a bore than to drink water from skiing systems. The human filter. In your car you filter the oil before it enters the engine. So why do we use our body to filter their treated waters? But our governments and health organisations keep saying chlorine is good for us and it turns out it's definitely pharmaceutical companies' best friend. The first make you sick, the second promote it to gain far greater wealth. Do you really think these cretins in their unquenchable greed care squat about you or your family? What do we believe? Who do we believe? When do we have enough evidence and facts that conspiracy theories actually become reality? It comes down to faith and memory. Australia has earned the words lest we forget. We have a very long history of being shafted by our leaders. This concludes this video, and for those of you who question and seek the truth, follow the link below. For those of you who ignore this warning, may your faith in the system be justifiably rewarded. God bless and thank you for your time.